It's day 173 of my semen retention streak still. I was gonna put on a new hoodie or a shirt or something to make it look like it is not the same day. Wow, these wipers are going insane. What the frick, dude? It's on auto. Okay, well, anyways. I was gonna throw on a different jacket. I'm like, screw it, guys, I don't care. I'm just making a bunch of videos, getting these thoughts, these topics offhand. And the one that I wanted to bring up for this call, guys, is, let's take a right here. I'm just gonna drive a little bit. The longer that I go on semen retention, the more I'm realizing that the average woman really has nothing to offer. If you're a woman watching this, you might be like, how dare you? That's so mean. How could you say that? I have so much to offer. Do you? Because the average hoe out here does not. I can even tell you guys, don't get me wrong. I love women. I love feminine women, specifically femininity. This is the balance that brings to masculinity. That I'm obsessed with it. I love it, and like there's going to come a point absolutely where I will bring another woman back into my life, for an intimate relationship like that. But I've gone on enough dates prior to getting on this SR streak and just been around enough women to realize, bro, they rely 100% on their looks and sex. Like, sex is the thing that they offer, And don't get me wrong, I love sex. I'm sure you do too. But after you're done with it, you realize how fleeting it is, You can go have fun for a few hours, go 2, 3, 4 hours, whatever. But when you're done, you realize, like, most of these women, they just don't have anything to offer you. And here's the thing, that is why I am holding out on this semen retention streak. For, one of my other intentions, my long-term goals is to become a man on this streak that gets so locked in that I naturally just start to attract very, very high-value women. Number one, women that have not had sex yet. And most men are going to be like, bro, you're insane. You're crazy. You're not going to find a virgin anywhere. They're around, y'all. They are around. And you might have to speak some life into that to convince yourself of it. They are around, but guess what? They're going to value themselves even higher. And you have to be a man that also aligns and values himself and be at that same frequency, okay? They're out here. And the problem with most of the modern women today that just have nothing to offer is that also, by the way, the only thing that they can offer is sex. But guess what? Most of them have so many energetic ties and they're incapable of pair bonding, of mate bonding. They are so bonded with so many men that they're incapable of, like, long-term committing to one man. So if the main goal that these women are showing up to the table with is sex, and they can't even do that correctly long-term because they've done it with the average chick out here having 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 bodies on her. Dude, you know what the soul tie numbers are on that? Because, guys, that's not just 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 soul ties. It's also then the person that you did it with had a soul tie to all these people. Then that person had a soul tie with that person. Like, it's a spider web. It's a freaking spider web. Just think on that for a second, guys. That's crazy. So many of these, a lot of these women, guys, they also want to go and be like boss babes, boss bitches, and like go work and get the bag and like be in their masculine energy. And it's so unattractive. It's like, yo, I don't want you to be in your masculine energy. I'm the one in the masculine energy. What I'm really looking for is like a very, very strong feminine, like super feminine woman that's willing to be the cheerleader behind me. Right? A lot of these women too, like I feel bad for a lot of them that they've been brainwashed to think men care about any of this stuff. Because if you're a guy watching this, like, I don't care how much money my wife makes. I could care less about that. I'm gonna go get the bag. Like, I'm the breadwinner. I'll figure it out. I don't need you to be out operating in your masculine energy. And I've also seen time and time again and heard experiences from mentors of mine that, when their wives operated early on in their relationship in their masculine energy, their hormones went out of whack and like they got a lot of health issues. And then when they, told them to stop working and the men took on the work, it's like the women's hormones snapped back and all the health issues cleared up. Both sexes in this world have been deceived, right? The feminist movement, way back when, I think it was like the Rockefellers, you can check me on that, but it used to work out great, having the women want to stay home and like cook and oversee the household and everything. And I'm realizing, guys, it's funny because like I have not been able to verbally express this desire for this type of woman for a really long time. And I have been like, maybe I'm just gonna be the playboy guy for a really, really, really long freaking time. And who knows? Because it's like, here's the funny thing. It's like the longer you get on semen retention, guys, you start to get more and more options, and then you become more abundant. Your career starts to really grow when you really lock in with this and like transmute the energy into growth and becoming a better man. And like, wow, okay, then you start to get more options. You're like, holy crap, like this is kind of wild. Where were these options? Where was the attention, this attention, a year or two ago when I actually like really, really wanted it? Because now I'm like locked in and I don't want to give up this energy. It's like, of course this is how it works. Fantastic. But I'm finally getting to the point of being able to express this desire of like, man, having a woman that you can come home to that's like a baddie, and like a good baddie though, like, if you know what I mean. It's like not one that's only been with you, that just wants to oversee a family and a household and handle all the feminine stuff and like oversee that side of things. Like, that is wildly attractive. When I'm saying most women don't have anything to offer these days, it's because most women just want to go get the bag, be the masculine. I don't want to marry a dude. Why would I be interested in a masculine woman? I'd go marry a dude if you want a masculine. That's the same thing. It's like that makes zero sense. They're doing that. Most of them haven't guarded their sexual energy. They've given it all away, and that's like their true asset, their true prize. It's like, okay, fantastic. Well, so that's not that's not helpful at all. And then most of them have relied on their looks and their beauty for their entire lives, and they haven't even developed a personality or any like work ethic or like any like actual meaningful skills or socializing skills. Like, guys, the amount of women that I have taken on dates that I instantly regretted taking them out. One of the last chicks that I went out on a date with, I took her out to like a nicer restaurant. I wanted to go there. I will never do that again. I literally will not take a woman out to a nice restaurant the first date ever again. Nor will I even go out with her until I FaceTime with her and like really see who she is and get a vibe check. Waste of time. It's a waste of my night. And all they can offer is sex, but guess what? They've given it away to so many guys. It's not good, because guess what? Soul ties. I don't want that energy. I don't want their bad luck. I don't want all the negatives that come with their energy. Are you kidding me? So I start to see like, okay, well, I'm not really enjoying talking to you at all. I'm a personable guy. I can pretty much get along with anyone and everyone if I desire to. I have these empathic qualities where I can pretty much mirror anybody if I want to. These days, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm caring less and less about mirroring back to people to try to make their experience a good one or whatever. It's like, bro, I'm not forcing anything anymore. If you're being dumb, you're gonna get that sent back to you for me. Like, I'm not going to like try to push through and like create, you know, hold the conversation, carry the whole conversation. The amount of women that I've gone out with that I've had to carry everything, the conversation with, like this chick is literally good for hitting it and running away. The good news is, well, what's the good news in this? I guess the good news is that increases the value of the women that are already high value. Like, if you're going to be a high value woman, now you're really, really a high value woman. And the other good news is, guys, if you really lock in on this semen retention lifestyle, you will naturally attract the highest value women because their frequency is up here, yours will be up here, and all the other men and women operating in the trash bin of society will just naturally be showing their cards energetically to everybody. The longer you get on this, guys, the longer that I get on my SR streak, I'm starting to realize my intuition is locked in. I can get a gauge on people and things and intentions like pretty immediately and decide if I want to or do not want to partake in their energy. It's kind of a superpower. And you kind of just like, I'm starting to be so locked in, I just follow that feeling in my gut. I follow that intuition of like, oh, this feels right. I can't explain why, but this feels right. Oh, okay, we'll go with this. Doesn't really make sense, but okay, I can, and then it turns out to be the right path. It's like, okay, follow my gut, follow my intuition. The kicker is, guys, that we've been programmed as men to think that, you know, we as men need to be going and building up our body count and getting with lots of women. And don't get me wrong, guys. Again, I love dating. I love women. I've been with a good amount of them by now. And the thing is, there's always still this side of me that still loves variety and still wants to be intimately sexually with a lot of different types of women. That version of me still exists. But he's also counteracting the version of me over here on semen retention that's on 170 days and is like getting his life together, getting his shit together, and is like locked the F in. And it's the story of the two wolves. Which one are you going to feed? Because the one that you feed gets bigger and bigger and eventually just eats the other wolf. And then you just have one. And all I know to do at this point is just stay on the journey. I'm like, bro, I'm not even going to entertain this until the right woman just happens to come across my path and I get the right feeling in my stomach. My intuition gives me the right hit that like, okay, this one's worthy of my attention, my energy. This one's actually worth talking about. And here's what's interesting, guys, too, is the longer that I get on this semen retention streak, I was born and raised a Christian, realize there's a lot that I disagree with in religion, but the longer I do this, the more I'm starting to like circle back to Christianity just at such a deeper level, a much more real spiritual depth. Now, none of this surface level BS or any of this stuff. Typical, oh, show up to the Sunday, do the thing. None of that. Screw that. Like actually having a relationship with God. The longer I do that, I'm realizing, oh God, maybe religion does have a place, because it does shame, it does shame women and really men in general too, but for being overly promiscuous and sexual and like off and having sex. And it's like, it makes that a very real thing. Like, dude, the longer that I do this, I'm realizing, holy shit, I think I may actually want a very Christian woman. And again, guys, there's still a lot that I love about Christianity. There's still a lot that I believe. I've absolutely experienced there's power in the name of Jesus, and I've also connected with God through meditations and Dr. Joe events and like stuff that a lot of Christians typically freak out over. Meditation? Oh, aren't you gonna be possessed by a demon? Like, brother, Jesus meditated like all the time in the Bible. He was literally trying to get away from everybody all the time to go recharge his energy in the garden, praying and meditating and like fasting. He'd spend time in the crowds, teaching whatever, and then he had to go back and recharge because y'all are sucking all of his energy up. Chick touches him on the cloak, the hem of his garment, and gets healed. He's like, hey, who touched me? I felt energy leave me. It's like, yo, this is how the world works. Like, everything is an energy exchange. That is the currency. But it's like, if even Jesus was out here meditating everything, it's like, to be a Christian means to follow Christ, to do as he did. Okay, well, actually start doing the things that he did. Was he out every Friday night drinking and throwing his sexual energy away? No! He had a purpose for it. He needed the energy. Okay, so I'll do that. Let's see what happens. Let's see what I turn into. Let's see what I become just by implementing that one small change into my life. Anyways, the longer that I'm doing this, guys, I'm realizing, like, oh, man, it is a good thing to have women programmed with the belief that they need to protect their sexual energy, whether it's out of, to be honest, whether it's out of shame or fear or guilt or whatever, at least they're protecting it, because I would rather have that than them not having shame or fear or guilt, but they run around throwing it away and creating energy ties and soul ties and with a low frequency dipshits, and then you're stuck with everybody's energy, and like they can't correctly, bond with you. What do they call that? Mate bonding, pair bonding. They can't correctly like pair bond with just one man. And that's the other thing too, guys, because again, like as a man, like sex it doesn't need to be emotional. So that's kind of the kicker, is like, we're capable of going and sleeping with a woman and it's just a fun physical thing. But for women, guys, it's like the most emotional, like deep emotional thing. They're not built to like do that with tons of men. They have a set amount of eggs. They're like supposed to pick one that they see as like the best provider and like the best odds of protection, whatever, and like passing on, their genes to their kids and their lineage, whatever. And society's out here programming them that like, oh no, you can be like, man, we're all the same. Like you can't. No, we're not the same. Men and women are not the same. Yeah, the longer that I get on this street, guys, I'm just realizing the average woman has pretty much nothing to offer except sex. And even that comes with so much trash because they've been with so many guys. And you have to deal with all of that. But the flip side, too, is the longer that I get on this semen retention streak, guys, the less lonely I get. But it's interesting because the more masculine I get, because the masculine energy in my body continues to go up, and I start to desire a very, very, very feminine woman even more, the more that I hold this energy. So I do start to desire companionship from a very feminine, godly woman, and obviously, like sexual godly woman, right? But one that's protected it, you know what I mean? Like it would just be between us. But I'm also content being on my own right now. Like becoming this next version of myself. I was a lonely motherfucker like 6, 7, 8 months ago, that whole year, and a long time before that. It's like you're always like looking for something outside of you, something to complete you. They're like, oh, you gotta find your better half. It's like, bro, a half doesn't do you any good. I'm gonna need a whole. Thank you very much. But I was way lonelier before, and now I'm like, dude, the more energy that I start to hold, I'm like, dude, I'm really content just being by myself. Like, I'm not out here chasing or looking. Like, they will chase or pursue me. They will come into my field, my reality. They're gonna realize that I'm a one of one. And here's the crazy thing, guys. It's like, you lock in on this, and the more mature and like developed you become as a man, you realize I'm a one of one. The wealth that I've been able to achieve, the life that I'm building, the knowledge that I hold about health and wellness, like, I literally hold the knowledge to be able to help a woman and my kids, whatever, heal of whatever they're going through. Like, I'm tapped in. I spent years developing, building this. All these skills, like growing a record label, you know, achieving things that 0.01%, 001% of artists in the world ever achieve. And like, I've developed so many cool skills and abilities, guys, and a lot of it was developed through really hard times, but like, the package that I've become is a one of one. And I know I wasn't valuing myself enough leading up to this. And now the longer that I get on this semen retention journey, guys, I'm just realizing, dude, I value myself so much that it's starting to get to the point where, like, of these women, you know how women are always like, they are programmed to unrealistically value themselves to a level that is like, it's stupid. They all think that they deserve a one of one billionaire man. It's like, no, most of them deserve the hobo on the street. That's the energy match. And I'm delusional. That was the word. Most of these women delusionally believe that they deserve the best of the best man, but it's like, what do you have to offer? It's like, well, my looks, and I can have children. Anything else? Nope. Okay, great. You know, and even having lost my mom last July, dude, my mom was a fucking one of one superwoman. Like, my dad got the cream of the crop, the best of the best, the pick of the litter. Why would I ever settle for anything less than that? You shouldn't either. What I'm saying is, the longer that I get on this, I'm not even delusional about it. My self-worth and my self-value is getting high enough now that it's like starting to match the delusional self-worth from most of these women about what they deserve in life. And that's the funny thing. It's like you're starting to operate on the wavelength of that they operate on in like the sexual marketplace. Like, starting to perceive yourself, starting to perceive myself in that same way of like, I don't know if I owe you anything. Like, you're cute, but like, what could you bring me into my life? Because guess what? Most women are liabilities. You have to protect them. They can't protect themselves. You have to provide for them. If they're going to be like staying at home and like starting the family, whatever, like, you have to provide for them. You have to protect them. So choose wisely, you know? And they're walking around like most of them are assets. It's like, they got asses, but like, it's about the only asset. But it feels so good to finally get to the point where my self-worth is going through the roof. And that's starting to just manifest in areas all throughout my life. Let me know if you're noticing any of this, if you're resonating with any of this, if you're relating with any of this. But the longer you guys, the longer that you go on your semen retention streaks, the more masculine energy you start to build up and hold. You're just going to start to realize that, wow, the things that I was giving my energy to up to this point and that I thought was it, you know, these women that I was chasing, pursuing, giving everything to, whatever, waste of time. None of them were worth it. I self-sabotaged, self-sacrificed way too much in those relationships. And now I'm going to be wildly picky, and my standards are getting wildly high. And I'm not interested in these hoes anymore, even if they are dimes, you know, dime pieces. And I think this is finally a healthy place to get as a man, because when you can get here, guys, you hold the power, right? You're immovable. You are, man, you're able to walk firmly in the masculinity and like kind of just pull everybody else into your orbit. And again, that's my ultimate goal here is what happens if I go 100, not 100, what happens if I go 365 days on a pure streak? Wouldn't the highest value women just naturally be drawn to that energy in the same way that when I go walk into the grocery store and the women in front of me are telling me how good I smell and making a really awkward scene in front of their husband, and he's like, hey, I'm here too, like, this is weird. I'm like, bro, my hood's up. I'm trying not to talk to anybody right now. And they literally just won't stop telling me how good I smell. Like, weird. I need to share the other story from that grocery store too. Of then I was like looking for the paper towels. I don't know where the freaking paper towels are in the grocery store, and I like walk into an aisle. I see like a younger, kind of cute woman working there. Fake eyebrows. That's a pretty big turnoff. I don't like painted on eyebrows. What happens when you get splashed with water? What do we do then? Where are they waterproof? I don't know. Anyways, like I walked over, guys, and like it was crazy. It continues to blow my mind. I tell you, these women can sense the energy. Dude, she turned around and her face fucking lit up, and she had like the biggest smile and was like locked in on me, guys. Like immediate sexual tension. I could have gotten her number and taken her out that night and hit it. Like I'm fully confident that I could have if I wanted to. But it's also starting to become more fun to just like tease it and like experience the tension and then walk away. It's almost more fun to turn women down. You know what I mean? But even like when I walked up to her, guys, like it was crazy. She was like, I'm yours. That's literally what it felt like. And I was like, hey, I'm looking for the paper towels. She told me the aisle and like kept looking at me, and there was like, she wouldn't have stopped looking at me, and she wasn't saying anything, so like I had to be the one like, see, I knew you were the right one. I knew you knew where they were. I'm gonna go get them, you know. And then like slide off camera. And the longer that I keep going on this streak, guys, like that's more fun to me right now. It's like, holy crap. Okay, if women are starting to respond like this and give all these choosing signals, then wouldn't it stand to reason that the highest value women are now going to start to just sense it and see it and be like, holy crap, like, no, I have to figure out why I need to talk to this guy. I gotta be around this guy. That's what I'm expecting to happen. And I'm also expecting that at 180 plus days is when I'm going to get another major level up in my energy and my vibration, my intensity on this. I just know that that's going to be the case. With semen retention maturing every like 90 days. It's like, oh, think about this, guys. If semen mature every 90 days, I'm only on my second cycle. I'm just about to hit 2 cycles out of a 30-year journey in this plane of existence, and I've only hit, well, as a kid I was obviously doing it, but then you take 15 years off and like swing back to this, like, I'm only on cycle number 2, guys. It gets better. It can get better. It can go up from here. There is still another level to hit. There's still another level. And then guess what? At 270 days, there's going to be another level. So I'm really excited to see what happens. I will continue to give you guys updates. But again, these are just my thoughts on where the world is at with women and everything. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it, but they just don't seem like they have a whole lot to offer these days. And a lot of like superficial women, guys, they're always just wanting to level up for the next better option, the next better man, the next better thing. It's like, it's just, you're better off locking the F in on your energy, holding your energy, becoming a freaking king, getting your career, getting your money in order, in check. Money speaks. Get your self-worth locked in. And then just pull them all to you. Be that guy. Be the one that draws everybody to you instead of having to bend backwards, bend over for them. So that's 170 days. Can't believe I made it this far, to be honest. Wasn't expecting it, but here we are. 170 is wrapped. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace, love, abundance to you all.